Let me ask you, Senator. I mean, it doesn't rain for the party. It pours at the moment because there are still several reports circulating out there that some governors are accusing the party chairman of taking bribes, and they want him to resign, as a matter of fact. Some say he's playing double game. So have you heard this? Any truth in it? Well, we have lost Senator, but we'll try and reconnect and get him to respond to this particular matter. It's out there in the public because we've heard Honorable Baja speak, we've heard the chairman speak about how the party intends to move forward, that they were going to heal and put all this behind them before this scenario of yesterday eventually played out.
I really hope we get him back to talk more on this particular one, especially on this particular allegation. And Chamberlain, another thing here for someone like Senator Shehu Sani, who's from the civil society, even if they're party members, one understands that, well, they must at all times be objective and say it the way it is. And getting an up-close discussion with him this morning has actually revealed so many wounds in the APC. And whether they like it or not, they must move ahead with all of this. But the underlying thing, as we tried asking him today, is the selfish interest of some of these people who are supposed to be true representatives of the people. What comes to mind is how soon can they forget that they have a constituency rather, and a constituent that would want to see he or she being adequately represented. Until they get to understand the meaning of what true representation is about, I don't think we'll head it anywhere. And
you heard many people who would make that analogy. If you see fisticuffs, near fisticuffs in the legislative arm of government in this era, both at the federal and state level, which they've seen before in the previous dispensation, many then ask themselves, what's in the name? And so you also find that lots of people disappointed, Nigerians who elected this party, saying, well, we want certain things to happen based on what they said they were going to do. But you hear Senator, they're disappointed. He says he will not attend any meetings whatsoever unless the meeting is there to bring us together.
That's what they call a protest. It's a subtle way to protest.
Maybe that's a civil society in him.
Yes, that's it. No, absolutely not maybe. That's it. Because if you don't protest, then it will seem as if you're one of them. It's what we're getting now hasn't actually shown what change is about. So perhaps it's deja vu. We've seen this before. We're getting to see it again. And it's even more shocking to say that we're seeing this with a group or a political party that has told the people about change.
All right, we'll have him back now.
Senator Shehu Sani, well, sorry we lost you there a while ago. Good to have you back. Chamberlain was...
there are so many reports out there about the chairman of the party. Now there's this report that says, it's in one of the papers here. Let me just read it. Front page of the Daily Independent this morning. We went through it. It says, APC governors accuse Ojigi Oyegun of taking bribe, storm out of meeting, although Lai Mohammed says it's not true. But did you hear about this?
Yeah, I read the newspaper, but I don't know what that's sorry. I read it in the papers that he was accused, but if that is actually the truth, I think they should simply go the whole hog and tell Nigerians how much we collected and from whom and for what. And I think that is very much necessary. So you cannot just make such a statement without backing it up. Such a way allegation need to be seriously backed up in the best interest of those who made it and also for Nigerians to know.
Senator, are there other senators like yourself who are disappointed with the way things are going on in the Senate, in the party? I mean, to the extent that they've also decided to pull out of any other meeting that is not meant to bring the senators together so that they can deliver and help the government move forward.
Yes, there are other senators that have decided to do that, like Senator Alero, Senator Abdullah Adamu, and Bukar Abba, and I think so many. But I think from today you'll be able to know. And each of the camps, whenever they decide to call a meeting, certainly those who will not be there are those who have told my online to be non-aligned, and that is what I'm saying. So I'm leading the non-aligned movement. We are senators. We are not members of any camp, and I just think that camp is those factionalization and those names of groups seriously undermines the reasons why we are there. If you belong to a certain camp, it's like you belong to a cult organization where you will be, in every sense, conform to whatever they said, even if it is against the national interest. And I don't think such camps should even exist in the National Assembly, because it seriously undermines the independence of the legislature to assert the very reasons to which he is being elected to represent the people. And that is why I said I'm not going to be part of any group, and I have decided to pull out permanently.
All right, Senator, we have people who are asking on Twitter, David and many others, saying, look, isn't the president going to speak up about this? Is he not going to call a meeting? Do you expect him to, or should he?
Well, it will reach a point where he will have to call a meeting, but if he doesn't, certainly we will be in perhaps in more trouble. For now, because there are people from the Senate, from the APC, who still refuse to, not only accepted Saraki, but refuse his reconciliatory measures. And they are also the very fact that both sides do not trust the leadership of the party. And when you have things like this, the last person is the president himself. But I'm very much impressed by the intervention of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, whose intervention is doing a lot of good in the sense that he is talking to both sides, and he has good relationship with both sides, and a good relationship with even people like me who are independent. So I think such an effort by a person of him will certainly do a lot of magic in it. But for now, the situation remains that the two camps are against each other, and also the two camps are not believing the leadership of the party. So this is where we're studying.
All right, Senator, just hang in a minute. We need to take a quick break, but we'll be back and get our concluding thoughts with you on the program. Join us again.